Dragonborn, of course I'm sure. What, the baby? Or you becoming Empress? What are you going to do? I don't want to have the baby here. I want to go home. You're the last Dragonborn, the rightful heir to the throne. Blackwell said it himself. I need you now more than ever. Please, don't leave me here alone. Please take me home, Dragonborn. Let's have Blackwell look after things here. If he needs us, he can send for us.
Majesty, my lady.
Here he is. Ask him. Ask him about what happens next.
Well, there will be a small interim phase, so correspondence can be sent to those that need to be informed, such as dignitaries and the royal houses of Tamriel. They shall be invited to the coronation, which in this case I suggest be arranged at the same time, as Rigmor is now the High Queen of Cyrodiil. But first, we need to protect the integrity of our queen and the child. So, first I suggest Rigmor takes up the name of the House of Mead.
Rigmor Mead? Yeah, right.
It might only be a temporary change, but also a necessary one. Majesty, depending on how we go forward from here, I have another suggestion. I suggest you arrange a marriage at the soonest opportunity. You, as the last Dragonborn, are the rightful heir to the throne. As soon as I heard of your accomplishments, I knew it was fact. That not only were you gifted the Thuum, but also with the ability to absorb the souls of dragons. That you were anointed by Akatosh himself as the rightful heir, before even taking the crown. If you find that arrangement to be impossible for whatever reason, there are alternative ways to proceed. A partnership or friendship ceremony for the child's sake. It would not be binding, and you could both live separate lives, where there is an understanding between you and shared responsibilities, especially if you decide to cede. Or you could cede the crown. Rigmor becomes Empress, and you go back to what you were doing before. Understood. My lady?
The Dragonborn and I shall return to Bruma for the time being, and leave you in charge as caretaker. Maybe Titus Mead II will return someday. We will, of course, comply with anything you ask of us.
Of course, my lady. As the former Countess of Bruma, administration will pass to Sigun. Bruma will, by default, become a royal city and imperial place of residence. There is a small matter that needs to be attended to, but that can wait for the time being. I'm sure both of you need time to adjust to the new situation you find yourselves in. The traders Leowin, Cheydinhal, and Coral have all been dealt with, permanently, and the houses of Coral and Cheydinhal, for the time being, have passed on to their next of kin.
Leowin?
Leowin is in need of a new count. I suggest Cassius Varon. It is imperative we have someone we can trust, implicitly. His naval expertise would suit the county and protect the Niben Bay, especially as the disbanded bandit army has gone to ground in the border regions of Black Marsh, elsewhere in Valenwood. Of course, Quintus was another option to consider, but with growing tensions in Hammerfell, it would be prudent to have him remain there for the time being. I shall get onto it at once. I shall arrange the necessary correspondence announcing the change of dynasty and forthcoming coronation to be sent to whom it may concern, so expect immediate interest and requests for parley, especially from the Elder Council in exile and the Aldmeri Dominion, who, I suspect, will want to discuss the restoration of the White Gold Concordant.
Yeah, right.
Lady Rigmore, take this opportunity to relax as best you can. Of course, return home to Bruma. But soon, whether you like it or not, you will need to adapt and come to terms with your new situation. Once the news has reached to the far corners of Nern, and you address the foreign dignitaries and your subjects, you must respect their expectations and act accordingly, befitting a queen.
Hey, I'm not the Empress, and I put up with this kind of stuff from Malisab long enough, so drop it, Blackwell.
But you are still the queen. Rightfully so, as the Dragonborn is the rightful heir to the Imperial throne by right of combat. I realize this situation is not perfect, or even expected. I am sure it comes as a surprise to all of us, but here we are. It's not the first time in the history of monarchies that things have turned out exceptional. But we must all agree that the recent events that have brought us here are indeed exceptional.
I'm sorry, I'm just... worried, I guess. I don't know.
Rigmore, I have been on the receiving end of your diplomatic parley. You have proven, beyond doubt, your ability to lead, to strategize, to stand up, shoulders back, head held high in the face of overwhelming odds. And with the Dragonborn by your side? If it's peace you want, if it's a home to go where you can raise a child in safety, you have a place alongside the Dragonborn to make this real, to make it a success, because no one is going to make that success for you. So please, do take the time to return to Bruma, appoint a lady-in-waiting, and send her here to the palace as to arrange the royal suite. I take it you have dealt with Sir Robert? Then I leave his fate up to you. If you will permit me, I have matters to attend to. I shall send word if something important comes up and your presence is required. My lady, Rigmore.
Dragonborn. How do you feel about all this? You? Unsure? I understand. I really do. We share a destiny. I know that. We have both suffered from amnesia. I don't know what I would have done if you hadn't been there for me. Been there for all of us. I know I'm not perfect, but you've always been there to carry me when I fall, to put me back together when I'm broken. I would do the same for you in a heartbeat. I'll always have your back, and I want you to know you are kind and stronger than you know. You're my Dragonborn, and I'll protect you always. Hey, I was trying to be nice, okay? Whatever. Can you take me home now? You know what I mean. Okay. What are we going to tell my mom? I mean, we can't just go back there and say, "Hey Mom, guess what? I'm pregnant with the Dragonborn's baby." I'm just worried, I guess. But we don't have much time before I start showing. What then? Dragonborn, are you proposing to me? Okay, let's go then.
Rigmore!
Mom!
Ingol informed us of Leowin's defeat. There seems to be some confusion regarding the outcome of the, yes, the war.
We went to parley at the Emperor's request. He, the Emperor, attacked Dragonborn.
By the gods, what happened?
I think it's plainly obvious. I take it things didn't end well for him.
Dragonborn is now the Empress of Cyrodiil and the Empire.
My word.
Your most imperial, royal majesty.
There will be a coronation after the interim phase, so Blackwell can make the necessary arrangements for the coronation. Come on, let's all sit down.
Forgive me, your majesty, as this has come as a bit of a shock.
You got that right.
Indeed. But what about you, my lady?
I am the new High Queen of Cyrodiil. Seems there was something in that prophecy after all, Friathoff. Bruma is to become a royal city, so nothing would need change here, apart from my name.
Change your name, child? What do you mean?
Blackwell wants me to change my name to Rigmore Mead before the coronation.
Might I make one small suggestion? As you know, Carice and myself have always worked tirelessly to protect and serve the descendants of Morgan of Winterhold.
Your point?
Morgan, as you know, was the first child of Titus Mead I. You could respect her memory of that by assuming the name of Rigmore Morgan Mead. It has a nice ring to it, don't you think? Don't you think?
Thanks, Malsem. You know, I really like that.
But what I don't understand is, how is all of this going to work out? If Rigmore is the High Queen of Cyrodiil, then Your Majesty must not only be the Empress, but also the High Queen.
What of the prophecy, my child? Are you...
Mom, we need to talk.
Rigmore? What is it? Is there something wrong?
In private.
What happened, Your Majesty? And what about Morag? And my mistress? My word.
The Dragonborn and Boethia versus Molag Bal and his minions. Who would ever conceive of such an epic event? What then, Majesty? I take it you went straight after Leowin?
But you mentioned the Falmor. I know of him. Of course, I haven't been back to the Isles for many years, but the family is well known. Lelandril, I think. Yes, that's where his family hail from. Very well respected.
What about the Red Diamond? Did you pick it up? Jonte was telling us about... Oh.
Ah, yes. Apparently the destruction of the Bridge of Sighs would ultimately cause it to collapse in upon itself. Didn't Zephyr tell you that would occur if the soul gem reached its zenith? Ah. If the soul gem were allowed to reach its zenith, destroying itself, it would indeed have caused a rift. But also, it would have left behind a black diamond. If it had, an amulet of kings made of it would have been able to reverse the sacrifice of Martin's septim, not only allowing Daedra to pass into the mortal world along with Cold Harbor, but also to banish the gods. Thankfully you destroyed it in time, but instead of leaving a black diamond, it would have left a red diamond in its place. An amulet of kings made with a red diamond? We're not entirely sure.
Only the chosen one could wear it. Whether the diamond was black or red makes no difference. But we can assume it could be used to relight the dragon fires, and it could result in many outcomes.
Excuse me.
Banish both the Divines and Daedra for meddling in the affairs of mortals completely. Possibly it could equalize the influence of them, but at a reduced amount, strengthening the sacrifice of Martin's septim. In the affairs of mortals completely. It would, of course, be useless without the fulfillment of the prophecy. And we talked about that before, Majesty. Strengthening the sacrifice of Martin's septim.
By the gods! Majesty!
Useless without the fulfillment of the prophecy.
But that's impossible. You're a woman. How?
Strengthening the sacrifice of Martin's septim.
By the gods! Majesty!
Useless without the fulfillment of the prophecy.
But that's impossible. You're a woman. How?
There is nothing the gods cannot do if they so wish it.
By the gods! Majesty!
Of course, that would put everything in order and make things right.
There is nothing the gods cannot do if they so wish it. No one need know Lady Rigmore is pregnant before the wedding.
Of course,
we keep this
that
to
would put
ourselves.
everything in order and make things right.
There is nothing the gods cannot do. No one. Does Lady Rigmore know what fate awaits her?
Dragonborn, I'm going to the cathedral to gather my thoughts for a little while. Maybe, I don't know, find some solace. When you're done here, would you come get me? Okay.
So, Master Freofoth, what fate awaits her? Please do share.
Majesty?
Excuse me.
Well, no wonder the poor girl needs to find solace.
What? How? Of course. Forgive me. It must be a trying time for both of you.
Majesty, let us hope the gods keep their word, for all our sakes. And in the meantime, I'll send that ruffian, that scoundrel, that rapscallion Jimmy Tenfingers to search Nagacel for the diamond. It should still be there, unless... Unless, of course, someone else knew in advance what would occur. But for the present, perhaps it would be best to speak to Sigrun to alleviate any concerns about the future she might have. Majesty?
Come, Dragonborn. Is there something wrong? Something the matter?
I'll leave you both alone and wait outside in the hallway.
Please take a seat. Something the matter? Well met. Something the matter? What is it? Now, what is it, Dragonborn? Please continue. Well met. I've noticed how Rigmore looks at you, follows you around like a lost little puppy. I have only ever wanted the best for her, and because of you, we can all live normal, happy lives. Don't be afraid to ask. You are, and always will be, part of our family. Of course, you both have my blessing. This is so exciting! Have you both decided where you'll get married? I know of a small chapel. That's so lovely! We can hold the banquet and celebrations afterward here at the castle. It's such a pity Ragnar isn't here to give her away. He would be so very proud of you both. Don't worry, leave that to me. Now go. Make sure you choose the right dress. The best place is at the Imperial City. She will also need a veil and tiara.
Who is to be your man of honor?
Please don't invite that obnoxious elf. Then go, with my blessing, and prepare for the big day. Farewell, Dragonborn. What is it? Something the matter?
Majesty, is there anything I can do to help?
What is it?
Please, let me help. I know exactly the dress she would want to wear at the ceremony. I have to travel to the Imperial City to speak to Blackwell, and to pick up some items for my father. Lady Rigmore has appointed me her lady-in-waiting. Once she moves to the palace, I need to arrange my new quarters. I could pick up the dress. That would save you time. Do you have a ring in mind? Know about the child? Yes, they talked about it. I think Lady Sigurd's fears for her and the child would now have been made a lot less stressful. Now you have honoured her with her blessing. Lady Sigurd might not show it, but with all that's happened lately, it has taken its toll on her. I will. Did Rigmore tell you she was going to try and find solace at the cathedral? How about you, Majesty? Are you coping all right with all that's happened recently? My apologies. I didn't mean to offend. Majesty.
Hey, Dragonborn. What took you so long?
Okay, let's go.
Dragonborn, what's wrong?
Okay, let's go.
Hey, Dragonborn. What took you so long? I was just thinking about, how we ended up here. It's strange. Because all that we just went through, it just seems like... I don't know, a long time ago. I came here because it might help stop the thoughts in my head from just racing around and around. But it just keeps going on, and like all this noise. And it won't stop, Dragonborn. It won't stop. It's not like you haven't probably got the same thing happening to you too, right? And here I am, going on as if I'm the only one in the world with some kind of divine burden. I came here because I thought if I prayed, if I asked for mercy, then maybe the gods might let me live. Yeah, I know. Dragonborn, I don't want to die. Okay? Well, shall we ask them? I mean, we're all here, right? Hey! Yes, you! Gods! Here I am, your chosen queen, Rigmor Morgan Mead, High Queen of Cyrodiil. Here I am, right here, so don't be shy. I dare you to show your faces here. What are you afraid of? Why won't you show yourselves? Haven't you taken enough? My childhood, my future, and now you want to take my life? I want to live. I won't let you take my baby. I won't let you mess up her life like you did mine. She never asked for any of this. Come on! Come on, you cowards! Where are you hiding? Are you afraid of me? I only wanted to live a normal life. I don't want to die. I don't want to die. Yes. I'm sorry. What? I understand. I can? But I'm scared. Yes, I understand. I love her. I think I already knew that. I'll try. I will. I promise. It's all right, Dragonborn. Everything is going to be all right. No, I can't explain it. I was filled with a sense of overwhelming love. And that everything was going to be all right. And not to worry. But there was also something else. I could feel sorrow. No, remorse? I felt a deep sadness, Dragonborn. Dragonborn, I love you. Yes, of course. Have you spoken to my mother? You know I want a white wedding, right? Here, in this cathedral. Yeah, well, I will need time to choose a dress. Are you kidding? Dragonborn, if I'm going to get married, it has to be done right. No, it has to be perfect. Duh. Oh, I am so looking forward to the ring. You do have an idea for the ring, right? Have you heard of the legend of the white gold, diamond, and ruby-encrusted ring of the lost Alien Princess Pilvi Hanesh? Oh. Hey, that's okay. Don't worry, I'm sure you'll... You know I love you more than anything, right? Oh, I am so excited. I can't wait. So, who's going to be your second? You know, weddings and ceremonies usually require either a best man or woman or person of honor, that sort of thing. Well, you do know that now that you've proposed, we can't see each other, right? Until the wedding day? Nuh-uh. None of that. I have a lot of organizing to do. Well, actually, you have a lot of organizing to do. When you have everything ready and arranged, send your best man to talk to Carice. Bye.
Majesty, we have been looking everywhere for you.
Excuse me.
Court Advisor Mallisum and I have been trying to locate Jimmy Tenfingers, but he is nowhere to be found. We would send Captain Grimbold, but he's feeling under the weather. To Nagasel. The diamond?
Ah, Majesty, it seems we have found ourselves in the most unfortunate situation. We can't seem to locate that scallywag, Jimmy.
Jimmy Tenfingers.
Ah, yes, thank you, Master Friofov. Yes, him. Anywhere, really. We thought you might have an idea on how to proceed.
Yeah, come on.
Majesty, we could not allow it. You are far too important a person to risk yourself where bottom crawlers may be lurking. Speaking of which, we could send Sefri. He enjoys travelling to far-flung, desolate corners of Tamriel, rubbing shoulders with scurrilous vermin. And he's been there before as well, so he knows his way around a little bit, you know. And he's been there before. Well, that settles it then. Please excuse me, a warm fire and a plate of hot food are calling, and my bones are not suited to being out in the cold for too long. Majesty?
Sethri is in Skyrim as far as I know. But if your majesty needs anything else... Aha, that's quite a story to tell. Please, may I suggest we find a nice warm corner inside the Tap and Tack? Now then, Pilvi Hinesh. Yes. She was an Ayleid princess when the wild elves ruled Cyrodiil many millennia ago. Originally, the Ayleids worshipped the Aedra, like most of the civilized world. Their main god was Auriel. But slowly over time, the Ayleids forsook their old gods and began worshipping the Daedra. But Pilvi Hinesh remained loyal and devoted to Auriel, and took the last of the Aedra-worshipping Ayleids out of Cyrodiil and settled in Hammerfell. They built a city for themselves, away from the madness of the king, who was madly in love with Pilvi. He promised her everything to come back, even that he would forsake the Daedra if only she would love him. Pilvi spurned the king, and his retribution was cruel and absolute. The king tried one last time to win Pilvi's heart. He arrived at Nyasel and promised her anything she wanted in return for her love. He begged and threw himself at her feet. Again she spurned the king, and in his rage he called upon the powers of the Dark Lord Molag Bal. The city the princess had built she named Nyasel, the Hall of Life, and it is said Auriel blessed the very ground Pilvi walked upon. In 2 nights he buried the city deep under the earth. The ground shook and quaked, and it is said tremors could be felt as far away as Morrowind. Nyasel, the Hall of Life, was buried, forever gone from this world. And as a last deranged act of madness, the king built another city on top of the ground where once Pilvi's city stood. He called the new city Nagasel, Hall of Death. The very same. Why the interest in Pilvi Hinesh? Aha! The legendary white gold, diamond, and ruby-encrusted ring of the lost Ayleid princess Pilvi Hinesh. Why would you want to take on such a perilous task? Many have tried, and all have failed. Well, at least you get to kill 2 birds with 1 stone. I fear it's time to be getting back to the keep. Farewell, Majesty, until next time.
стоило сюда приходить. Будет быть. Ну все, мне надоело.
Вас? Надоело.
Little bitch ran this way.
Oh no.
What is it?
She stole my fucking sweet roll.
Keep looking. She's around here somewhere. If she tries to escape, the boys outside will get her.
Ну вот, началось.
Fools? back off. Because you look completely fucking stupid with an arrow sticking right out the middle of your face, bucko. Yeah, well, just keep your hands where I can see them. What sort of information? Come on, spit it out. I haven't got all day. Didn't see nothing like that. Although, if I did, you'd be the last to know about it. Well, there were some Thalmors sniffing around a few days ago. Watched them make that bridge over the drop. Whatever it was they were after, they seemed to find it. They didn't hang around long. So, now that I answer your questions, you can go back the way you came and forget you even saw me. It was buried under the earth by Molag Bal's Lackey King, who was spurned by the alien princess Pilvi Henish. What are you, an archaeologist, or just some chancer looking for a quick septum? Who wants to know? You never know till you try. Nice try. You and I, we're gonna get along. I'm an archaeologist. Come on, this way. See that tree? It has something to do with the old legend. Nyasel was built around a tree of life. Yeah, I know, not exactly original as far as legends go. But my guess is, if there's a way below into the old city, if at all there is one, we should look for some kind of opening or break in the walls or floor. You check over that side, I'll check over this side. Hey. Hey, Dragon Girl, over here. See this? This could lead somewhere. You first. I hate caves. This is promising. This could be our way in. That way. Follow the eternal flames. track. So, you never said why you're here. Looking for the lost city, I mean. I heard of that. The white gold, diamond, and ruby encrusted ring of the lost alien princess, Pilvi Hanesh. Are you some kind of treasure hunter? Wow, she must be really special to you. Where's she from, this Rigmore? Are you for real? Nothing. Forget it. Come on. Shit, man. Look at all these dead. There must have been one hell of a battle here. But what could have had the power to do that? Here it is! Wow, check this out. There must be something we're missing. This is totally so fucking amazing. Hold on, there's an inscription. Unrelenting... Yeah, it says unrelenting force. You know anything about these ancient ruins? What? Fine. Whoa! Holy fucking shitballs, Dragon Girl. You were telling the truth all along. You are Dragonborn. Dragonborn. Wait. I'm sorry I denied you. I'll follow your lead, yeah? But let's take it slow. And be careful, okay? If there is any truth to the legend of a lost alien princess, you'll probably find her in that temple. That's where I'd look. By the gods! Look at this place. They survived. I must have decided to stay down here. Look at the graves, Dragonborn. So many graves. This is the saddest thing I ever saw. What the? Did you see that? Was that a ghost or something? I'm not gonna stay here. You go ahead. I'll wait for you to come get me, okay?
Wait. Please. Are you a god? Is it you? Have you come back for me, Ariel? Should I be afraid? I waited like you said. Oh. Millennia. They are all gone now. A long time ago. What of the world outside? Did Ariel send you to free us from this place? Because if he did, you are too late. Come. Who is your little friend? Well, that's wonderful. I haven't talked to anyone in such a long time. I would love to meet her. Look how she runs. The divines bless her little heart.
Pilvianesh! Pilvianesh! As I live and breathe, by the gods. Oh, please forgive me, princess, or my lady. I didn't mean to sound disrespectful.
That is perfectly fine. Now, what is your name and where are you from?
My name is Luna Shadow and I'm from Morrowind. Actually, I was born in Bruma and my dad owned a stable. And I had a big thing with horses, but he wanted to get rich. So he sold everything and we moved out years ago. But it didn't help because he died.
Oh, I am so sorry to hear. You are an archaeologist?
Yeah, well, I studied in the library and everything. And the scholar took me under his wing. And he was also an archaeologist. And taught me everything he knew. Then I bumped into the Dragonborn. And they was like, Fusro da! The gate opened, but we thought a big fight had happened and all those dead burned bodies in the chamber. And I always wanted to find the lost city of Nyasel and the city of life.
Well, now you seem to have found it, Luna Shadow.
And I was kinda hoping you could tell us what happened.
Oh. You want to hear my story, Luna Shadow? I'm afraid it's not a very happy one. Many millennia ago, my people forsook their gods. The world as we knew it began to change. They turned to the Daedra for the power and riches they promised. As a result, they became corrupt and perverse. Ariel came to me in a dream and told me to lead the last of his truly devoted out of Cyrodiil and to build a new city away from the madness, away from the chaos and cruelty. We came here to Hammerfell and discovered the Tree of Life. It had wonderful, magical properties, and we decided to stay and build our home on top of the mountain. We called the city Nyasel, the City of Life. From the heights, we could defend our new home. No one could touch us. No one could torture us or burn our children. You see, my people had descended into darkness. Ariel was broken-hearted. This, what you see here, is all that's left of our city, after a mad god-king called upon the power of the dark Daedric arts, and buried us deep into the earth when I refused to accept his love. The Daedra helped him in his rage of rejection, and even sent their minions through hell gates, but we fought them heroically. But it wasn't enough. The earth quaked as the city was forced deeper and deeper into the ground, and it seemed all was lost. As we prepared to do what had to be done so all of us would not be taken alive, Ariel appeared as a flame god, an avatar of a dragon, and breathed fire down onto them, destroying their hell gates, petrifying them into scorched effigies of rock, forever frozen in time. He created a seal to protect us, and promised he would return to free us when it was safe to do so. He gave me a diamond and ruby-encrusted ring, which contained a drop of his blood. As long as I wore the ring within the seal, I would live forever.
What about the others?
They all perished over time. We had no desire to live here trapped under the earth, not knowing if we would ever be able to return to the surface. If anyone knew we were alive down here, they would probably have found a way to capture us, a fate worse than death. So to save any suffering, we had no children. It was better that way. But it was a self-inflicted wound. I realize that now. Ariel had wanted us to flourish, and I failed him. I betrayed us all, and he cast me aside to forever suffer in remorse as punishment for my crime.
You don't know that. Maybe he couldn't reach you. Isn't that right, Dragonborn?
So I can go home now?
Things have so changed now. Cyrodiil is so totally different. You could come with us. Couldn't she, Dragonborn? There's peace in the world now. Well, mostly. Dragonborn can find you a place to live in the Pure City. You know, the Citadel.
You are so kind, Luna Shadow. But I would probably stand out and get some strange looks in this robe.
I have a spare rogue's outfit in my bag. Dang it. I left it over there. Wait here, I'll be right back.
Bless her. Yet, she calls you Dragonborn. Are you an avatar of Ariel? I know it must be you. Please don't deny me. I have always loved you. Why are you forsaking me? Have I not suffered enough? Please say you have come to take me home. Ariel, I beg you. Please don't leave me here alone. I'm sorry. Forgive me. Did you break the seal? Then I must give you this. Please, Pilvi is fine. Auriel said I should give the ring back to him when he returned to me, or whomsoever breaks the seal. Your little friend returns. Wait here while I gather my things.
Pilvi! Pilvi! I got you something to wear. You won't get any strange looks with this on. Pilvi, where are you? Pilvi? No! Fuck! No! like this, everything I touched turned to shit. Yeah, but you weren't to know. I don't know. Bum around, I guess. You're kidding, right? I think I know who it is. You better not be messing with my head, or... Well, come on then. What are you waiting for? Lead the way.
Luna?
Riggs!
Luna! How? Why?
It's a long story. You still living in your old house?
It's a long story. Yeah, right. Come on.
Dragonborn? I received a message. Actually, an invitation. But I wanted to speak with you about something. Blackwell summoned me to the palace. Of course, I have heard the news. It's slowly making its way throughout Tamriel, just to let you know. I just wanted to be sure about my new appointment. Of course, it would suit me well. With my naval experience, it makes perfect sense. But please, how thoughtless of me. Congratulations are in order. I heard about that, too. The child. You know you will always have a loyal and trusted friend with me. If there's anything you need, just ask. Let's walk.
Huh?
Majesty, I have the dress already. All that needs to be done is to arrange the ceremony with the priest.
Allow me. I want to be of some use, now that I'm here.
All the guests have been invited. They should be arriving in the next few days. Is there anything else? Hello. Majesty?
Do you have a person of honor? It would be my honor to bear witness and hold the rings. As you know, we probably have roughly about 4 years to get ready. Leowyn needs gold. The docks need to be repaired, the ship's built. It was badly damaged by Sethius. I mentioned to Blackwell about the possible involvement from Blackmarsh and High Rock. He, Blackwell, seems concerned about a Lord Malachi. You know of him? Since the King of High Rock is ailing, he has been muscling in on dynastic affairs. Indeed, he had the king adopt a young wastrel, convincing him she was related, and nobility. Malachi was not a friend of the Empire under Mede II, but you know me, I always put 2 and 2 together. I mean the High Rock connection to the Akaviri. We should be wary of him and his ward, the young princess. No need. Blackwell is already investigating everything. All the evidence, the possible connections with High Rock and Blackmarsh.
Ah, Count Varun. of Leowin. I do like a happy ending.
Malisam, it's been some time. Actually, I don't think we have ever met.
Pleased to make your acquaintance. Now then, Your Majesty, I would imagine you'll be summoned to the palace for the coronation. I do hope my advice is welcomed, as I thrive on situations like these. You know who to watch out for, who might be a problem, that sort of thing. Can we speak privately?
Don't worry, I'll take my leave and go and see the priest.
Make sure you let him know how to move the pews. We are expecting a considerable amount of guests. Now then, did you find the diamond? Ah. Damn! Not good, Your Majesty. Not good at all. We need to be in possession of it. Have you spoken to Blackwell about this? Because he needs to know all about it. I do. He has shown his true colors. How do you know it's the Falmor? And you take his word for it? Archaeologist? Bah, Tomb Raider is more likely. Just a common thief. For all we know, he could have the diamond on his person. We have to ask ourselves why the Falmor would even know about such a thing, and how the Falmor knew where to look. Count Cameas of Lilandril? He has been promoted to envoy of the Aldmeri Dominion and will be at the coronation. In fact, most of the royal houses and our own noble houses will be there. So this should be a chance to repair any fractures with Coral and Cheydinhal. Consider this conversation a little heads up on what to expect. All we have to do now is prepare for the Royal Union. So relax a while. We want you ready and fit for the big day. Ah.
The snow blankets itself around us. The bitter wind chills me with one gust. Blood stains red. Those that hurt me, dead. The Dragonborn, my guardian and protector, my one anchor, the one who was always there, the dragon and the bear. Woe to those who cross the dragon's eyes, suffer and die. Shadow and the hunt lie within. Only I see what lies within. Calloused hands gently hold, kind whispers amongst the cold. Beneath the dirt, to the divines I thank thee above, for this is love.
Rise and shine, your most royal, majestic highness of highnesses. Carice handed me the ring Rigmor wants to give you. Don't ask to see it, because that would ruin things. So hand me the ring you have for Rigmore, and we'll get you in ship shape for the ceremony. Dragonborn? I just wanted to be sure. Are you marrying Rigmore? Oh, it's nothing. Of course. Make sure to wear something nice. I'll meet you downstairs. Majesty, I just want to take this opportunity to wish you and Rigmore all the best. Understood. Thank you. Everyone is waiting. Are you ready? Majesty, it shall be my honor.
Welcome, Majesty. It is a privilege and an honor to be the officiant in such a prestigious union. Are there any questions before we start? Then, let us begin. We are gathered here today in the presence of the 9 divines to bear witness to this most holy union. To join in matrimony the Empress, Her Most High Majesty of Cyrodiil and the Empire, to Rigmor Morgan Mead, High Queen of Cyrodiil, daughter of Ragnar and Sigyn of Bruma. If any amongst us wish to bear false witness or object to this union, then let it be heard, or forever hold your peace. Your most majestic highness, you have chosen Rigmor Morgan Mead to be your lawful wedded partner. Do you promise to love and protect her always, and stand by her side through whatever may come? And do you, Rigmor, High Queen of Cyrodiil, take Her Most Majestic Highness, the Empress of Cyrodiil and the Empire, to be your lawful wedded partner? Do you promise to love and protect her always, and stand by her side through whatever may come?
I do.
Your Majesty, is there anything you would like to say to Rigmor before the exchange of rings?
Oh, Dragonborn.
Rigmor, is there anything you would like to say before the exchange of rings?
I love you more than you could ever know. You are my best friend, my life's companion, my savior and my champion. When you are near to me, my heart beats so fast it sometimes hurts. But I would give my life for you in that heartbeat. No questions asked. Without a second thought. My love for you has always, and always will be, true. You are my soulmate. Oh, my sweet, wonderful, beautiful Dragonborn. My love.
And now the exchange of the rings of commitment. Rigmor?
I give you this ring as a symbol of my undying love, with no beginning or end. It is a token of my commitment and devotion to you.
Your Majesty?
Damn. I had it a moment ago. 1 second. Where? Aha! Here it is.
Dragonborn.
By the authority vested in me by the 9 divines, I pronounce you united in holy matrimony. You must now seal the marriage with a kiss.
Oh, my cheeks are glowing.
Thank you for the ring, Dragonborn. It's beautiful. It was my father's. Everybody, thank you all for being here for me. No, for us, the Dragonborn and I, on this wonderful day. Especially my mom, and of course Barandar. It means so much to me. Friathoff, Sethri, who has behaved himself, and even you, Malisam. Only joking. It's such a beautiful thing to be surrounded by all my friends. Luna, Carice, and you two, Tish and Bee, Cassius, Zan, Ingol, and Angie. It's been quite a ride, huh? And not forgetting you too, Cirilla. It's wonderful to see you again. Thank you all. And of course, the Dragonborn.
Right, let's all head back up to the keep for the feast. I'm bleeding starving. You too, Balin.
Oh.
Dragonborn? I know Balrandar would like a word, so I'm going to go back into the keep with the girls. I'll see you there for the feast. This is the happiest day of my life.
Dragonborn.
This one had been waiting for a good time to visit my child. Khajiit didn't want to interfere in Rigmor's life too much, and visited every few months to advise in private, but... having received word from the Lord Chancellor of the imminent coronation, and the invitation to the union from Sigun, this one thought it wise to travel from elsewhere early as not to miss the ceremony, and is very happy with the union and your rise to the throne. Elsewhere has not changed for time that is long. 2 tribes, 2 factions. Yet, Khajiit's belly rumbles, and walls have ears that stretch over borders. Dragonborn might walk and talk with old Khajiit to Castle Keep, where this one can wine and dine.
What's up?
It is the job of the Khajiit to keep abreast of the politics of the realms elsewhere deals with. The disappearance of the Emperor was to cause the chain of events that led you here. This one believes the blame can be directly laid at the feet of the Elder Council. If they had taken more care, they would not have found themselves in exile. But it afforded them distance from Blackwell's scrutiny. Upset a lot of people, it did, that Cetius was making a success of his rule. And they feared to intervene because of Morag. Then you turned up and all that changed. Now they fear you. Cameus presented himself, and they could not resist sending him to Table Mountain. Part of their deal was to eliminate Blackwell and reinstate the Talmor. Dragonborn, did you not suspect anything untoward? They presented half the story to High Queen Elisif, and others who had no idea of their ultimate goal of having a puppet on the throne. You see, they thought it was going to be Rigmor seated upon the Ruby Throne, and that she would have to destroy Blackwell to do it. Hence, of all those signatures, they knew this one signature was the most important to Rigmor and yourself. Azura thought Cameus was crucial to the plan of the Nine, but did not know why. She sent a seer to advise Khajiit to sign the paper. Although Cameus appears to represent the Elder Council, he is playing them at their own game. Do you know why that might be? The child being called the Chosen One via prophecy? This in itself will pose a danger to Rigmor and the baby. But that wasn't part of the plan. When Cameus arrived back in Alinor and told them you had become Empress and not Rigmor, and that Blackwell was now your Lord Chancellor, they flew into a furious rage. Cameus laughed in their faces. He knows Blackwell will have them all executed if they dare place a foot inside Cyrodiil. The Dominion cares not for the Council, they only want the white gold Concordat reinstated. Maybe the Council would become valued hostages to win over Blackwell's influence. Cameus may not be the only one you have to worry about. Be cautious of the Elder Council, Dragonborn. They have money, and that equals power. You must be vigilant at all times, Dragonborn. Bruma is such a wonderful city, don't you think? The previous Count of Bruma and his wife were wonderful, warm people, who Rigmor would have befriended had she been allowed to lead a normal life. Same with the previous Count of Leowin before the Troubles. The Emperor bestowed the titles to Rigmor in an attempt to lessen the guilt for abandoning Rigmor's family to the demands of the Talmor and the Elder Council. Dragonborn, this one cannot predict the future, but you have a friend in Elsewhere. Majesty.
Come on, Dragonborn. Sit over here, next to me.
A toast to the happy couple.
We are all here to celebrate the union of the Dragonborn and the Rigmor. Tradition usually calls upon a father figure to make a speech in honor of the ceremony. This one hopes that Khajiit can speak for both of you, and it would be an honor for me to do so. All of us here have known the Dragonborn and Rigmor for many years. We have all laughed, cried, fought alongside each other, and overcome many situations. When Khajiit first met the Dragonborn, this one knew their heart was just and true. Khajiit owes them a great debt, as we all know that without them, Rigmor would not be here today. So firstly, let us celebrate the Dragonborn, their most high majesty by divine right. As for Rigmor, my child, this one has witnessed you come of age in a terrible time of change. You have suffered the unsufferable. Khajiit should know, finding you when all was lost. But it fills this old Khajiit's heart with joy to see you flourish. When you laugh, this one wants to cry, but not the tears of anguish. The tears of the proud father, their heart consumed with pride of what has been accomplished, what has been overcome to bring into your life the only thing you ever wanted. To live in happiness among friends and family and loved ones. Rigmor, may all your dreams come true, and the gods look favorably down upon you.
I have had the day of my life. And you know, they say that a day like today is every little girl's dream, right? And this little girl's dream has, today, come true. No matter what mountains you have to climb, how many times you get knocked down, pushed back, rained upon, I am living proof anything is possible, if you believe in yourself. Don't get me wrong, it was hard sometimes. I know that life isn't always a sunny day. But above those clouds, above that storm, the sun is still shining. Forever. There's nothing we cannot achieve. No dreams we cannot aim for. So thank you all for coming. I love each and every one of you. If you'll all excuse me, I am feeling a little tired. I hope you'll all stay here tonight and enjoy the party. Dragonborn, can I speak to you in private? Pus Roda!
bleeding scars. Red drips from my back. Laughter from those who attack. They jeer, they sneer. In my head, I am at home in my bed. Mother reads to me from a book, one memory that they never took. I can't remember the name, matters not, all the same. They shaved off my hair, made me lay bare. It's the same every night. I continue to fight. I hear voices but don't care. The pain is mine to bear. Black blood. Forget you morals and rest. This is for what is best. Lie down your burdens and breathe deep. What you need is sleep. No more to fight. Forget your flight. Blood runs from your hands. The collective hatred for your bands. Your blood runs black. The retribution for your reckless attack. Broken are you, your lips turn blue. Harm no one else you will, for good or ill.
I feel on top of the world. I've never felt so happy in all my life. Thank you for everything. Would you hold me?
Majesty, we have just received word from the Lord Chancellor requiring your presence at the palace.
I'll be right out.
Well, yes, some of the dignitaries have arrived from the main powers and the royal families. The Lord Chancellor has requested you and the Lady Rigmore meet him in the royal mausoleum along Emperor's Way. Majesty.
Was that Carice? Is everything all right? Okay. So, how was it for you last night? Are you sure? My body is a lot less than perfect. It's pretty messed up, actually. I hate it. Yeah, well, you didn't do too badly yourself. What's wrong? Are you embarrassed? Yes, you are. You have got nothing to worry about in that department, that's for sure. Just teasing. Dragonborn, of course it's okay. After you, babes. Well, here it is. It makes you wonder why he wants to meet here, Dragonborn. Sounds a little creepy, if you ask me. Should we be on our guard? After you.
Your Majesty. I know you must be wondering why I asked to meet here in this place of death. Be assured there's good reason. You see, this is the royal mausoleum, and I have been attending it for many years. I have studied and kept a record of the dynasties that have come and gone, that have sat upon the ruby throne. You might want to read my work. It's very extensive. Lady Rigmore could benefit greatly about what is contained in the script. But I will leave that to you. Peruse at your own discretion. As you probably know, some of the guests have arrived, notable representatives from major powers. Count Comaeus has arrived to represent the Aldmeri Dominion, along with a leading member of the Elder Council. You can only guess what they will want to discuss before they leave. Majesty? Of course.
The only good thing Cepheus did was kick them all out.
That is something that you must both decide. I thought it prudent to bring you here, so you could, if you want, be better prepared. Also, I would like to show you both something. Please, this way. This is the armor of Tiber Septim.
Wasn't it destroyed when Martin Septim sacrificed himself?
All we know is that it was returned here shortly after his martyrdom. It was last worn by Titus Mede II. It now belongs to you, Majesty. It is customary for the elected to wear it upon their coronation, so put it on before you return to the palace for the crowning ceremony. As for you, my lady, this way. This is the burial place of Rigmor of Cyrodiil. Before Titus Mede had the infant Morgan sent to Winterhold, he had Rigmor laid to rest here. She died in childbirth due to complications. Mede was utterly heartbroken. Some say he never recovered fully from losing her.
What do you know about her?
She was initially a mercenary. Rumors have it she played a big part in the Oblivion Crisis by helping the champion of Cyrodiil close many of the gates. After the martyrdom of Martin Septim, she joined the ranks of the Colovian warlord Titus Mede and helped him wrest control of Cyrodiil from the hands of Thules the Gibbering. His dying wish was to be reunited with her, here in this small antechamber. Atribus reluctantly complied, but it was a well-kept secret. There is no mention or record of it. The official sarcophagus for him lies empty. Titus Mede's remains are within, alongside that of his true love.
That's so sad.
The crowning armor she never got to wear is preserved in the accompanying chest. I think it would be fitting and respectful to her memory if you were to wear it, my lady.
Where is the crown?
The ceremonial priests already have the crowns. Now, I'll leave you alone to change into your new attire before returning to the palace. Majesty, it is customary to parley with the guests before taking your places on the thrones. When you arrive, I shall introduce you to whom I think requires your attention. As once the ceremony is over, all the guests will be ushered from the palace. When you are seated and ready, the ceremony shall begin. Majesty, my lady.
It's one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen. Hey, what do you think? Yes?
Majesty. This way, if you please. The Empress and the Queen of Cyrodiil. The Empress and the Queen of Cyrodiil. This way, if you please, Majesty. Please, let me introduce you to Lord Malachi, envoy of the King of High Rock.
Majesty, it is my honor to finally meet you in person. On behalf of the King of High Rock, we hope to strengthen our relationship and bring wealth and prosperity to the Northern Peninsula. We also hope to fortify our friendship with Solitude and look forward to further talks in the near future. Oh, and this is the King's eldest daughter, Potema. She insisted on accompanying me to this most important of events.
Well met, Auntie. I do hope you can visit us sometime. As you may or may not know, my father is frail as of late, and his health is waning, even more so every day. Oh, please forgive me. I seem to have forgotten my manners with a slip of the tongue. It is my high honor to be in the presence of the Empress by divine grace, and of course the Lady Rigmore Morganmead. So, Lady Rigmore, when do you think I will have the honor of meeting my little cousin?
Lady Potema, all in good time. This is not the time or place.
No, it's fine. 36 weeks.
And isn't the child, by the grace of the gods, to be a dragon child?
Yes. Yes, she is.
Please, and I mean no offense.
Lady Potema!
No, Lord Malachite. Let her speak.
Then please allow me to give you my most heartfelt and deepest condolences, should anything untoward happen during the birth. Oh, please, I meant no offense. I just thought...
Forgive us, Majesty. The Lady Potema is young and can be thoughtless at times.
Majesty, this way.
Little cow.
Count Cameus of Lelandril, representing the Aldmeri Dominion, and the Elder Council in exile.
Majesty. Lady Rigmore.
Hi, Cameus.
It's my honor and pleasure to meet you both once again under these special circumstances. The Dominion and the Elder Council in exile hope a lasting alliance can be forged to meet the upcoming threat. Of course, before such an alliance can be agreed to, there are a few important things we need to discuss.
Such as...
Cyrodiil needs to return to its former glory before the events of that usurper Ariel Cepheus. A long-lasting and true alliance can be attained by the restoration of the White Gold Concordat and the reinstatation of the Elder Council here in the Imperial Palace. I disagree. We have the right to make our terms known. After all, the Dominion was instrumental in destroying Cepheus, so we should see the benefits of our involvement. All we ask is that the White Gold Concordat be restored, the Elder Council reinstated, and the lands of Southern Hammerfell be handed back over to the Dominion, which is legally and rightfully ours.
What? Dragonborn, you can't seriously consider these demands.
Lady Rigmore, you must think of the greater good. I will take it upon myself to make sure the returning justiciars act in a fair and open manner.
Yeah, right. Whatever.
Plus, it will put me in the perfect position to return to you something of importance. All I ask is you discuss what I have mentioned, delay any knee-jerk decisions, and after some serious thought, reach out to us. Majesty, the future of Tamriel depends on a newfound friendship of tolerance and diversity.
Let the ceremony begin. Majesty, this way.
Полегче. Huh?
Is there anything you need to say before you proceed? Lady Rigmore will be crowned first as the Queen, then you will be crowned as Empress. Of course.
And that little cow. If she's claiming to be Dragonborn's niece, she needs checking out.
Be assured, I am already on to the King's newfound daughter.
Newfound?
As soon as she arrived in the court of the King of High Rock, the King fell ill with an unknown malaise. Apparently, she washed up on the shore from the shipwreck claiming to be a distant relative. The King adopted her. But I have my network onto this already. Are you ready to proceed?
Okay, let's get this done.
Behold, by the grace of the divines, the High Queen of Cyrodiil, Rigmore Morgan Mead the First. Behold, by the grace of the divines, the Dragonborn Empress of Cyrodiil and the Empire.
Majesty, you need to get back to Bruma right away. we've got a situation. All hell's breaking loose. What is it? Rigmore. No, nothing like that. Blackwell has assigned 2 personal bodyguards to follow Lady Rigmore around. She's not too pleased about it, and that's an understatement. You're the only one with the authority to deal with it, before they end up wearing their guts around their ankles, if you catch my drift. I'll walk with you. Come on, follow me. If Blackwell has sent personal bodyguards, he must have a good reason. I asked him earlier about it, and he buffed me off with, "It's a standard procedure for high-ranking nobility, blah 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 and all that bollocks." But bodyguards, why not assign them 8 months ago when she returned to Bruma? Let's face it, you and I both know Lady Rigmore can look out for herself. Bodyguards give her an edge. The only question is... Exactly. My mistress reckons there's ripples in the void. Ones of the void sort. Ripples. There's ripples in the void. Bleeding hell, Majesty. You catch on quick. Anyway, my mistress wants me to let you know that she will do anything that she possibly can if there's any complications during the birth. I just hope those gods ain't lying bastards, because in truth it don't look good. I'm taking Arania to the annual Bard Festival this year. It's held in Morrowind. You can rely on me to keep my ear on the ground. If anything comes up, I'll let you know. How's Rigmore holding up in all this? Well, I only wish you both the best. Well, Majesty, Blackwell says I can get me head down in one of these guest rooms, so I'll be taking my leave. Just remember to sleep with one eye open and take good care of Rigmore. Good beans, Majesty, until next time.
Dragonborn! Dragonborn, we need to talk. Who the hell are these guys watching over me all the time? I can't even take a dump without them almost falling over me. You'd better sort this out. Now!
Majesty, it's me, Anus. And Crispus. Anus and Crispus. My lordship wants us to make sure my Lady Rigmore's kept safe. It's an honour, Majesty, truly it is. I dunno, Ma'am. We don't want to get in any more trouble. His lordship was most specific if we, well, fucked up again. Know what I mean? Crispus?
Don't look at me. If the head mage hadn't banged his head, we wouldn't be here. You know what he did, Majesty? We were in Coral after the Battle of Table Mountain. Anus got so drunk, he urinated in the door of the Mages Guild.
Fuck off, Crispus. That's a lie.
3 or 4 of them came out and they were slipping all over the place on Anus's piss. The head mage slips, cracks his head on the doorframe, and the next instant, we're running at a staggered pace with fireballs up our asses.
Was fucking funny though. But Majesty, His Lordship the Chancellor reckons this is our last chance, and our orders were clear. It can be pretty scary, we don't want to be any bother. Right you are, my lady. Majesty. Would you believe it?
I know.
Her Majesty of Cyrodiil and the Empire.
You lucky bastard.
I know you want to make sure I'm protected, but does it have to be all the time? Oh, what I wouldn't give to get away from all this crap. But I know you mean well and are just looking out for me. And the baby. I would like to spend a couple nights at the Roxy. Just me and you, before the baby arrives. Spend some time down by the lake. I would really like that. Really? May I take this opportunity to thank your most royal highness of highnesses for your kindness and bravery in whisking me away into the dangerous steppes of the Cyrodiil countryside. You know something? You're beautiful. And I love you. No bodyguards, okay? Just me and you. I mean it. Come on. You're the mighty Dragonborn. We will be together. So just this once. Please. Yes! Hey, Vivian.
Rigmor, so if the rumours are correct, it's my lady, Majesty. It's an honour. How can I help you?
How do you want to do this?
Okay.
Just a single. We might be 2 nights.
Find a table and I'll be right over.
Come on, let's go sit over there in my favorite spot.
This is weird. This is where it all began. I was so angry with you. I thought I would never see you again. What? No. Oh, Dragonborn, why didn't you tell me that? You let me rant, rave, and cry and didn't think to tell me? Didn't you think it was strange you hadn't heard from me? I'm sorry. Hey, look at us now. I can't think of a better place to be. Kind of like that honeymoon we never got to have. I would never in my wildest dreams have thought where we would end up. I'm glad you're the Empress. Truly. And I have a lot of other things to worry about right now, as you can see.
I'm good.
She's been moving around. Sometimes she's kicking like she's trying to ride a horse in there. Or she's trying to stand up. It's perfect. Sure, I've had my doubts about it all, but she's yours too. She's ours. I can't wait to take her up in my arms and love her. Play with her and teach her her first words, to hear her say, Mama. It's gonna be a beautiful thing. You know, all the crap I've had to put up with in my life, this makes it all worth it, Dragonborn. Hey, she's moving again. Can you see it? Look there. That's easy. Me, you, and Kintara living in some random shack. You know, our den, hidden from the world. Growing our own crops, rearing our own livestock, maybe near a coast or village. You would farm the land and toil while I relaxed on the veranda with the perfect sunset. Of course you imagine how things could be, but it never ends up that way, right? We can only dream, I guess. I'm sure this ring has some kind of, I don't know, properties. Because since I've been wearing it, I feel... Actually, I don't know how I feel. No shit. Does anyone else know? Better keep it that way, right? Luna told me about Pilvi. She was quite upset, actually. That's so sad. Do you think Akatosh forsook her? Why? You weren't to know that breaking the seal would be fatal. I don't know. It's weird because I never learned about it anywhere. But it's as if I always knew about it after what happened in the cathedral. Of course. Dragonborn. Maybe Akatosh couldn't reach her. Remember, Nagasa was built on top of the ruins. The gates in the upper chamber, there might have been some kind of negative force or barrier. You destroyed the gates, remember? Akatosh filled me with a sense of overwhelming love. He wouldn't just leave her down there. Not like that. Not like that for some kind of punishment, surely. It was so good to see Luna again after all these years. She didn't want to hang around here. She's gone adventuring again. She's hoping to hook up again with an old friend she knows. I know it might sound strange, but that time on the island, just you and me, that was quite an adventure, huh? Oh, the gods. I wonder what he's up to right now. Yeah. We can go to bed. I'm getting really tired now. Thank you, Dragonborn. I'm so looking forward to spending some time down by the lake tomorrow. By the gods, oh, I forgot they're single rooms. Dragonborn. Single bed? We can't fit onto the bed. Not all of us. You really are something, you know. Well, this is a first.
Whatever.
Ooh, wait. Hold on. There. Well, aren't you getting into bed?
In your dreams. Yes? What is it? What? Yeah, right. Whatever. You're such a loser.
I love you so much, Dragonborn. Is it morning already? Give me a minute. Yeah, okay. Don't go too fast. I need to breathe. Wait for me, okay? Let's take it one step at a time. Wait for me, okay? This is as fast as I can go right now. You know I love you, right? I just want you to know I'm here for you too, okay? If you ever want to talk about the baby or all that stuff, it's okay, you know. I worry sometimes I might be holding you back. You've already done so much for me. I don't know. Yeah, well, there's some changes I want done before I even think about moving into that place. I mean, it sucks so bad. Right. Firstly, I want a brand new royal suite built specially, just for us. If you think I'm going to reside in that manky old place where Morag was, think again. I want it built behind the thrones and connected by a stairway to the upper dome room where there's light. Also, so I can keep an eye on you from that great big hole. Oh, and I want a railing made so Kintadra won't fall through it. Secondly, I want a veranda built around either the dome, accessing outside where the arched windows are currently, or directly from the royal suite. Basically, what I'm saying is the dome room will be incorporated into the royal suite and the veranda too. I want space. Thirdly, the royal suite will need its own living area, kitchen area, children's playroom, but if you want, you can make the playroom and Kintadra's bedchamber all in one. Yeah, of course our room or rooms, and we can accommodate a guard room too. Oh, a room for Carice. She'll be staying with me permanently as my lady-in-waiting. And a small guest room for any other chambermaids, childminders, you know, that sort of thing. I love Lakeside. It's so nice to get away from the walls of Bruma for once. Did you know Balin lives around here somewhere? Maybe you might want to go fishing sometime. Ah, I love it here. Dragonborn, do you see that creepy guy? No, that guy by the boardwalk. Look at him. Yeah, I guess. It just creeps me out. I don't know. Come on. There should be a bench we can sit on over there. Let's sit down a while. Let's just take in the moment. I always loved being by the water. I don't know. It's a wonderful thing to hear the soft ripple of the water. The sunlight dancing on the surface. Yeah, I guess you're right. Like Riften. I'd like to go back there someday, if we ever get the time. Did you visit Riften often, you know, when we weren't together? Is it true that there's a thieves' guild? Yeah, well, I don't want to know, okay? You know, it's so sad how Titus Mead II just mysteriously disappeared. Did you ever figure out anything about that? Like, Did Blackwell ever mention it? Do you think he'll ever come back? Wow, you seem so sure of that. Anyway, you're guilty of keeping things from me. Come on, I want to know the gossip. Isn't that what best friends are for? Telling each other secrets? Come on! You're the only link I had to the real world. Sometimes I think you treat me like an overprotective parent. Just like everyone else, like that asshole Cameus. Remember at the coronation when he turned his back on me? He squished my toe. Yeah, and that bastard walked out on your crowning, in front of everyone. I don't miss a thing, see? I was right all along. So, drop the gas. Titus Meade's disappearance? Now I wish I hadn't said anything. You know, in a weird kind of way, I actually like him. I wonder if he found out any more on that little cow, the way she plonked herself there with her arms crossed. She's gonna be trouble, I can tell. Why do people have to be such assholes? There has to be more to life than money and power. Boy, she is messing with the wrong people if she thinks she's tough. I love it here. With you. I wonder if Sethri still has his farmhouse on the lake. No way! You never told me that. Who is she? Or he? That is so cool. Maybe we can make one someday. I would really love that. But how does she put up with him? That's so funny.
Come on, Dragonborn. Where's your sense of adventure? Or as Cassius would say, please help yourself to refreshments.
We can tell Kintyra all about our adventures as pirates on the high seas. Hey, remember that time when you lost the boat? Cassius and Zan. I miss them already. Did you see Cassius?
Thank you, Dragonborn, for being here for me.
Oh yeah. What? What is it? What?
Hey, I would love that.
Ooh. She's moving again. I think she's telling me it's time to go. I'm feeling a little hungry. Actually, we're feeling a little hungry. I've had such a wonderful time. Thank you for bringing me here, Dragonborn. Don't go too fast. Let's take it one step at a time. I need to breathe. I don't want to be catching my breath. She can come any time now. Okay. Let's go. Again. I really don't like this at all. What's the backup plan? You know, if something goes tits up. And if anything happens, I head up there, right? Up the stairs? Right. Got it. Yeah. Up the stairs. Okay. Dragonborn!
Не стоило сюда приходить.
Oh! Dragonborn!
О, что тут произошло?
Что тут произошло?
О боги, какая жестокость!
Что тут произошло?
What? Yes. Yes, we're fine. This is fucking scary. They were after me. Or my baby. By the gods, not my baby. Who are they? Who the hell would send assassins, Dragonborn? Why would they want to harm me or my baby? Vivian! Vivian! Is everyone okay?
Yes, I think so. Mostly.
What are we going to do now? Oh! Dragonborn!
Wigmore!
Ah! Ooh. Ah! I'm okay. I'm okay. Give me a moment. It's all right. Probably just the shock. Okay. Okay. That's better. I'm okay now. I'm okay now. Let's go.
You okay?
Oh! It's nearly time. Oh! Ah! Ooh. Ah! Okay. Get me to the keep. Quick. Quick.
my baby girl.
Quick! Let's get Lady Rigmore upstairs. Hurry!
Okay. Quick. Quick.
Majesty, Court Advisor Malison and Freothoff are meeting with Blackwell at the Citadel. What are your orders? Understood. Janna, Agni, with me. Majesty, we need to talk. Yeah, I was. Azura sent me here. My mistress insisted I be present, not only for the birth, in case it becomes problematic, but to help deliver the baby myself, if need be, as I'm a trained physician. Bear with me. It's all starting to make sense, if you can call it that. I ain't saying the Divines aren't going to keep their word. But first, Blackwell has some important intelligence you need to know about. It concerns a contract on Rigmore and the baby. They're led by a Tangmo assassin called the Moot. He only shows himself to potential victims out of respect. Usually he's invisible, and he's also a conjurer. They will try again. They have no choice. Not yet. I would feel the vibes, but yes, he's coming. Portals. Let's walk. He has the Ring of Khajiit. Hides until a moment to strike, then conjures a portal so the Tong can do his bidding, and in this case, as far as Blackwell can tell, it's a grey writ. Special kind for special targets. Once the contract is fulfilled, they erase any evidence of ever being there, and leave, taking any casualties with them back to Morrowind. The writs are illegal in the Empire. Would have caused a big stink for the King of Morrowind back in the day. They're after the infant, so they must kill Rigmore to get to her. It's all very professional, nothing personal. They fear you, and they want you gone. Rigmore is a way to get to you. No baby, no prophecy, and all of Tamriel up for grabs. No. But whoever it was took great care to hire the Moot, so whatever he knows dies with him if you're lucky enough to kill him. If you want whoever it was who ordered the contract off your back, you're gonna need to kill the Moot, because if he can't execute the writ, no one else can. He's a champion of Mephala. Know of her? Remember I mentioned a while back about those ripples in the void? Well, you're gonna love this. Mephala gifted the Moot the Ring of Khajiit. It renders the wearer invisible. It's not meant to be used for killing or murder, but thieving, burglary and the like. Meridia's pissed, and claims the ring belongs to her. She's furious Mephala is allowing the Moot to use portals to murder people, using her ring as a cloak, and she wants it back. Mephala gets off on winding her up. They've been at it for centuries. I take it you know of Meridia too. Anyway, Azura wants to help Meridia get the ring back, and use any portal the Moot opens to help Rigmore. She won't be able to enter the mortal plane, but could if need be assist, but I have to be present. When Rigmore is in labour, you're gonna need to be there protecting us all, we won't be able to help you. That's the beauty of this plan. Once Azura can lay her healing power on Rigmor, he will be forced to show himself. He can't attack you while he is invisible, and he can't return without completing the contract. So you just make sure you fuck him up good and proper. I'll take the ring and give it to Azura. Yeah, well, here, take these in case you need them. Come on, let's get this show on the road. Looks like the party started. Just hang around and don't, whatever you do, leave the room from now on in. Feeling some vibes, so get ready.
Rigmor! Oh, my baby girl.
Come on, you can do it. Push.
I am fucking pushing!
Rigmor!
Rigmor, darling, come on, wake up. We're losing her. For the love of Azura. See his head.
saw my baby. Why isn't she crying? What's wrong? There's something wrong. Dragonborn. Dragonborn, I think something's wrong. She's not crying or making any sound. Hold her.